just why. Welcome everyone, welcome to my very humble channel. Now let's talk about protein again very quickly. I've been doing these sort of reviews or checking out other doctors' videos on macros and fasting and high protein. I was shared this video from this influencer, and as you can see in that video, a woman probably in my age group eating 100 grams of protein. Where's that video? The woman says that she hits 100 grams of protein per day. And that can be quite confusing because she's very thin in that video. Let me show you again.
Creatine isn't just about working out and building muscle. It also gives your brain, your bones, and your body a boost, which is why I'm on a mission to get every woman over 40 taking creatine. All right, so it does help.
So many people are desperate to get better, to drop body fat, to fix their thyroid, to try to fix their autoimmunity by eating so much protein and fasting. 100 grams of protein per day. Can we break that down? I mean, 100 grams of protein is going to be sitting you at a little over a pound of meat. And for her body that's that thin, if she's not in ketosis and she's that thin and she's eating that much protein, what else could be going wrong? Now, I don't know, but definitely something's going wrong because she's too thin. Why? If you're a woman over 45 and you're that lean, or rather thin, just thin, and it looked like she had muscles, but today we live in the world of HRTs, women. I don't know if she is, but so many men and women are taking HRTs as they get older. So you think, oh wow, she's eating all that protein, so she's gaining all that muscle, but she looks too small, too gluconeogenic, too thin, but still has shoulder cuts. Now, is it possible that people can be that thin and still have a little muscle? Absolutely. So I'm not sure. I don't know who she is. I just know eating 100 grams of protein on a carnivore diet makes it impossible to get into ketosis. It also puts a lot of pressure on the kidneys if you don't hydrate yourself, which most people don't. Let's keep it real. And when I say 100 grams of protein, you can't get into ketosis, especially as a woman. She doesn't look like she's 6'1". She's very small in her frame. The protein requirement for her, if she's insulin sensitive, would be more like between 50 and 70 grams of protein per day spread throughout the day. I would be confused too if I didn't know anything about diet, nutrition, physiology, hormones. If I was a younger male, I wouldn't even know what to say with a woman like that because I'd be completely confused. But I know what to say because I'm in her age group, if not older. And eating 100 grams of protein could put pressure on the thyroid because you're not going to get into ketosis. You're not. You are going to put pressure on your kidneys because, like I've mentioned before, the urea, that's a problem when you have high levels of beef and you're dehydrated. You have problems with urea and also uric acid, which is very, very, very difficult to metabolize as a protein byproduct if you're dehydrated. And like I mentioned also before, most people are doing these diets because balancing your electrolytes with 100 grams of protein on a small frame, I mean, that's work. Does she have enough stomach acid? I mean, she's older, so probably not. Lipase? Bile salts? We don't know. I think I'm going to go and check more into her page. I had to check this woman out some more. She's not doing a ketogenic or carnivore diet. She eats berries, but she seems to eat low carb. Somebody sent me that video asking if it was normal to eat 100 grams of protein. And I'm like, hell no. Now, it doesn't matter if we're in the bodybuilder world, the standard American diet world, or even a ketogenic world. You don't need that much protein to build muscle if you are insulin sensitive. And of course, like I've mentioned, you have to have enough equipment to break down that protein and even use it and not store it. I'm putting a disclaimer out there when I do these video sort of analyzations. I'm not trying to rag on anyone. This woman is a proponent of fasting, I believe, and I don't have proof of this, but in the billion percentile, she's on HRTs. She is thin as a rail, low body fat, low muscle mass, low density. And this, I believe, if she's on HRTs or not, will completely jack your thyroid and plummet your sex hormones. But like I said, she looks like she's in my age group. That's not a body goal. That level of thinness, that's not a body goal. That's dangerous. Remember, women need fat on their body to survive. You don't want your testosterone and your progesterone to hit the floor and your adrenals to get shot because you're going for this like rice cake, half of a avocado, a little piece of salmon diet. That's what looks like that she's on. And to not completely look atrophied, she does work out, kudos. She is trying to help women over 40. But as we can see with a lot of the doctors, or she's not a doctor, I don't believe, or maybe she's, I don't know. But a lot of people I review, they're over 40, and a lot of them are doctors, and a lot of them conflict each other and don't make any damn sense. And just looking at her body, she looks super malnourished, super overstretched, too much fasting, too much cardio to have an aesthetic that I think looks unhealthy. And I have nothing against her. If she sees this video, there's no hate. I don't know who she is. Somebody just shared her video. And I want to encourage women who are getting older, who are close to menopause, who are peri or post-menopause, have realistic body goals, because that thinness is really dangerous. You need fat. We need fat. We need fat. As you can see, I'm not even that lean. I never want to be that lean. Oh, no, that's when your body, like, you get the bands on your neck and you start looking like you've aged 20,000 years from under eating. That's under eating. People keep having this illusion of fasting and autophagy that cannot be measured. And I was looking at some of the comments on the Paul Saladino video. Like, there's a lot of what he's doing that's really good, but he still does not say, hey, eating this fruit might be now my addiction, and it might be damaging me, but I think in time he will. But when it comes to fasting, he's saying, well, fasting could create physiological insulin resistance, meaning your body is trying to keep a balance, right? Insulin starts to resist when you're under eating that much, doing that much exercise. So imagine the amount of gluconeogenesis that's going on in our body. But to have the muscle she has, which isn't a lot, but she's got muscle, I believe emphatically she's on hormone replacement therapy. Little testosterone. Yeah. That stuff is not good for women. Our mothers, our grandparents and great-grandparents, women weren't going towards the creams and pellets and elixirs to keep their body healthy. We have to think about health, not shortcuts to try to achieve youth and vitality. If you want to stay young, take care of yourself. I wonder if I'm older than her. Probably. But I'm doing something right? But by not allowing my body fat to get that lean anymore. I was almost that lean in my 30s, but no. I like collagen, thank you. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. Use a glucometer. If you're really concerned about how much protein you should consume, not a CGM, it's not accurate. Use a glucometer, a blood glucometer, and it'll show you when your protein's too high. Like that. Stop listening to all of the talking heads and the gurus are like, just eat more protein, bro. You know, you can't eat fat, it'll make you fat. Like a bunch of misnomers and nonsense that don't know about the hormonal and endocrine system, but understand what protein does to your body. Do you have enough stomach acid? Do you have enough protease? Do you have enough GLUT4 receptor development? Are you insulin sensitive or are you resistant? Because in her, as Paul has explained, she might be developing that resistance. Then all those HRTs might and then all the fasting, she's super high into fasting, and I think under eating. That's how women in that age get so thin. Under eating. We don't want to do that. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com and book a consultation. Got your back. I also have a course where I cover 3 diets because not one diet fits all, rather. Everyone's very individual. So when people are asking for a general, like, how much protein should I take? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know you. Let's talk. Do you work out? Do you lift? Are you already insulin resistant? Have you checked your A1C? Have you checked your insulin and DHEAS ratios? Have you checked your blood sugar? Have you checked your ketones? How's your sleep? All of these things matter. Is your pee foamy and bubbly? Does it smell? What's your kidney function like? All these things matter. Everyone is different. We're similar and we're friggin' different. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. What else? Life is good. Life is crazy. My website is stephanieperson.com, and I'm out. And stay tuned for challenge signups. I should say it that way. They're coming. I'll say it in every video until it happens, which is soon. I'm just one person. I'm trying to get it all in. Right now, I got to go deal with my animales, my 2 donkeys, and my 2 horses. Yeah, yesterday I put up fencing with barbed wire by myself to go around an acorn tree that was hurting my horses. And I'm out because I now have to edit this friggin' video. And again, these are not call-out videos. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. Don't know who she is. Hope it doesn't hurt her. But I work with a lot of women and men that have unrealistic expectations because they see gurus who look like that. Peace. In this screenshot, you can really see that this woman is far too thin. Now, the reason why I'm putting emphasis on her particularly is because she is a health coach and speaks to an audience of women who are entering menopause or postmenopause. Her body looks like she's going through gluconeogenesis, very thin arms and thin legs. This is from fasting and under eating. She still has a little bit of shoulder cuts, and I believe that is due to hormone replacement therapy. And I know this because, as you can see, this is me in my 30s, that I was far too thin from under eating. Be careful, you guys. If you didn't know any better, you would think that being this thin is okay, and it's not. You can see me here where I'm at a healthy body fat and healthy weight. And a healthy body fat makes healthy skin and a healthy mind.